Hey guys, GlasgowTCG here with a Melrose. So today we'll bring you the Observer, the Timeline Arsonist deck profile that Melrose has made. So he'll talk you through the ruler, the stones, then the resonators, spells, and regalia that you can see off the side there. So get started, Melrose.
This is a rough build and probably will get changed in the near future. But
We'll bring you an update of that when it happens.
so running the Observer, it has Judgment. It costs one less for each removed card. So the deck runs on removing, so you can just get him out. His ruler,
His judgment costs 12 and 2 red, by the way.
yeah, quite high.
12 void and 2 red, and then it reduces for every removed card.
And he goes into the Timeline Arsonist Alisaris. When he enters the field, you can look in your deck for a card named Blazing Metropolis Velsivaria.
Comes later on, we'll talk about that later.
On. When he's on the field, all my resonators gain swiftness, target attack, and first strike. His gods art for 2 red and 2 colourless. You burn everything on your opponent's side of the field for 100 for each card in your removed area. So say I have 15 removed, I'll deal 1500 to everything. It's good because it doesn't target.
In other words, he just wants a way out of Alice.
Alice is annoying.
Cool. Stones.
Stones play.
Oh, you're weird. You start with the... Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Start with the 5
basic reds.
5 basic reds. And play 4 Disaster Memoria. This produces red, but I can tap it to essentially mill, but remove the top card of my deck from play. If your jailer is not the Observer or the Time Arsonist,
comes unrested.
Yeah, one of those ones.
Lastly, we have...
a little red.
And we're always going to call red.
Yeah.
Just to pump things up, which he never seems to use.
Because there's not really a situation where I'll need it.
Right, let's move on to the resonators.
Cool.
So we've got the 1-drops.
Which is Keeper of the Present Verdante. When this card is the field, you can remove a card from your hand and draw a card. And if there are 10 or more cards in your removed area, it gains +9/+9, making it 1,000/1,000.
And first strike.
And gets first strike, which is pretty awesome.
For a 1-drop.
For a 1-drop, it's pretty beast. We play 4 Time Travelling Emissary. He's 0 attack, 400 defense. You can tap him to burn something for 200 and remove the top card of your deck from the game.
As part of cost.
That's part of the cost. So, I love using him.
He accelerates the judgment cost.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Keeper of the Future, Skuld. When this card enters the field, you remove the top 2 cards of your deck from the game, and you deal 100 damage to target resonator equal to the combined cost of those cards. So say I get something that costs 2 will, something that costs 1 will, I'll deal 300 to something. She is 5/5, and if there are 10 or more cards in my removed area, she gains +3/+3, make her an 8/8, and she gains swiftness. Then play 4 Velsivaria Dragon. These are your main removed area acceleration. When it enters the field, you remove the top 2 cards from your deck from the game. When it attacks, you remove the top 2 cards of your deck from the game. It's flying and it's 5/5. Only problem with it is it's dragon, and Susan's a thing.
So if we were to play this, probably at a large event, Merrills would probably take out that, and we'll find something else to put in its place. and he likes to swap flies.
And next up we play Keeper of the Past, Urter. I don't know how to say the name. Urther.
Please make that straight. Thank you.
Okay, Keeper of the Past, Urther. When she enters the field, I may remove up to 2 cards from my graveyard, and I deal 200 damage to target resonator times by the combined cost. She's an 8/8, and she gets target attack if there are 10 or more.
And 300.
And she gets 300 if there are 10 or more in the removed area. Lastly, because he can be played from the removed area, Blazer, the Eater of Dimensions, he is 11/11 with swiftness. And like I said, he can be played from the removed area, so you've always got that kind of backup waiting there.
He also removes everything from the game
Mm-hmm.
if he's on the field,
So, which is pretty decent.
because that's where you want everything to go.
Yeah, essentially.
Next on to the spells.
For staples, 4 Thunders. Pretty generic. It's just deal 500 to target J Resonator or player.
You can burn people to death with this deck.
Yeah.
Just from 4 Thunders, but he's not quite done it yet.
I did it to you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you attacked once.
No. It was all Thunders.
Was it all?
It was all Thunders that game.
He's done it once in about 50 games.
Yeah. 4 Memory Disappearance. I like it, but I might reduce the number.
I disagree with this
I
number.
pay 1 red and I get a card back for my removed area. It's good for getting back Regalia, so you can get back 2 things. Or getting that odd Earther or
Thunder.
Thunder. Next, we play 2 Demon Flame. You can choice of 2. It's I don't know where it's one. You deal 500 to target Resonator, or you destroy target Resonator that was dealt damage this turn. I'll usually use it for the second effect, just because most of the things deal damage in this deck.
He wants an out to Guiber effectively.
Fucking Turbo Guiver. Next up, 2 Flame King Shout. You pay 3. You deal 400 to all your opponent's Resonators. You then call a Resonator from your hand with cost 3 or less. You usually call Earther because you can then remove this, and that Resonator gains swiftness. So, enough said. And lastly, 1 Blazing Metropolis Belsavari. Just because you have 1 of it.
It gives your
gives
spell
all
and spell
your
chant instance remnant
Fire
from the
spell
grave.
chant.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
Is it only fire? Oh.
Fire, spell chant, and spell chant instance.
I don't know if I don't play the
remnant.
deck.
And as long as this is in play, any card that would go to the graveyard is removed instead.
So, lastly, on to the Regalia.
4 Orb of Disaster,
Ifrit.
Glass. When this card enters the field, you remove the top card of your deck from the game, and you can pay 2 red to banish it and get 2 non-Regalia cards from. Well, you get a non-Regalia card, but because your ruler is Alisaris, you get 2, and you'd add them to your hand. So essentially, I would get back Thunders if I wanted to Thunder you to death.
Or some keepers if you need them.
Yeah, or keepers.
Or potentially this if you really want the swiftness. This card that's coming up.
You can't get this.
Oh, no, you can. You
Because
can get it with Memory of Disappearance. That's what I'm thinking of.
2 Leviatine. Just, it gives Alisaris swiftness when he wants it, and gives him imperishable, because seeing as he can give all my Resonators swiftness, target attack, and first strike, he becomes a target. He becomes a big target, because people will like, oh no, everything has target attack, I can't summon things for safekeeping. Or Dandy's just going to kill it. So, it's to give him imperishable. And it's not too bad when you get it out and you get a Firewall, you just discard this and go first turn Perseverian.
Turbo.
Yeah, Turbo.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.
That's it.
Sorry for the shaky-ish camera. We'll
We've-
eventually get that
We don't
sorted.
have a stand.
Right, thanks for watching, guys. GlasgowTCG signing off.
Bye bye. So, dead.